Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to say that I have been streaming on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sylrai. If you want to know my schedule, I usually stream Tuesdays to Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for about 3 to 5 hours. I never really left the internet, I just kind of left YouTube, but I'm starting to get back into it. But yeah, I mostly stream Minecraft and Genshin right now. So if you want to watch a stream that's chill, morning vibes, then drop by, leave a follow, and maybe I'll see you there. But other than that, enjoy the video. Alright, what's up guys? So right here, and we're back with another video. Today's video is about, as you can tell from the title, is about what stages are going to be good for Steve in the competitive scene. So we all know Steve has used this unique mechanic to where he has mining, right? Of course, it's mine. He's from Minecraft. That's the main part of the game, bro. But what's really interesting is that depending on what stage you're on, depends on what materials you get and what tool you use to mine the surface. So if you didn't know, actually Battlefield and FD, or Final Destination, have preset materials that you get. So it doesn't matter what the surface is, you're just going to get the same materials on FD and Battlefield stages. Same thing with Battlefield and Omega forms of stages. You'll just get the same materials over and over again. But there are some stages, legal stages in fact, that give more materials of the other, and that's why I kind of want to go over with that on this video, just to see what stages get what material and what tool Steve uses to mine it, and it's actually really important. So yeah, that's the main thing about this video. Let's get started. So to start off, Battlefield, any form of Battlefield, regular Battlefield, small Battlefield, big Battlefield. I mean, you probably never played big Battlefield on the competitive scene, but just in case, you never know, casuals, right? But yeah, on this stage, it's like I said before in the beginning, they had preset materials that you get, so you get the same exact materials every single time. So let me just craft some diamonds here, reset my materials, and you'll see that I just get the same materials every time. It's just preset. See, it's totally just preset. No material gets prioritized over the other. And yeah, so that's just Battlefield. But pay attention, the tool I'm using to mine all the surface of Battlefield is a pickaxe. If you don't know, Steve uses his pickaxe to do a back air, forward air, and his dash attack, which all use durability on his pickaxe. So let's say I hit this Ivysaur a couple of times, like 3 times, basically. One more time. Oh, you're switching. Okay. Alright. So if I mine now, my pickaxe is going to break a lot sooner. See that? I mean, it was a gold pickaxe, but still, it broke a lot sooner than it should have. So I guess my main point here is that Steve, you mainly want to use Steve on stages that don't use any of his like attack weapons or tools. Now, I'll get more deeper into that once I switch over to Final Destination right now. Now, for some odd reason, on Final Destination, Steve uses his shovel to mine the surface of FD. Why? No idea. Does this look like dirt to you, Nintendo? I don't think so. But anyways, besides the point. Now, since Steve uses his shovel, this is actually a pretty good thing, in my opinion at least, because Steve doesn't use his shovel for any of his attacks. Only for mining, it looks like. So you don't use durability on your pickaxe or axe, in fact. So you save the durabilities on those moves, and it just saves you a whole lot of like materials and time, so you don't have to craft anything. And there's just a simple material you can use to build, or like to build across the stage. And mostly what you want to do with Steve's building, in my eyes, is to extend your combos like something like this. But you get the point. There's a lot of Twitter videos out there that have the combos extend with the up tilt and axe with the block placing, and it's just really good for Steve, just for his combo game in general. So if you're not using your pickaxe, mostly axe, because you also use your pickaxe to combo out of the upper chain, like out of the up airs. So if I do this, like something like that, and you save your durability if Steve is using a shovel to mine the surface of a stage, and yeah, but I'm gonna go more in depth on the legal stages. So yeah, let's just get right into that. So this is everyone's base hazardless competitive stages or legal stages. We have battlefield, maybe small battlefield. We don't know if it's like tournaments are gonna actually use small battlefield. FD, Yoshi Story, Lilat, Pokemon Stadium, Town and City, Smashville, Kalos. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go through each and every one of them, see what materials or what tool Steve uses to mine them, and based on that, and we're gonna see what stages are good on the long run. So first off, Yoshi's Story. In Yoshi's Story, Steve actually uses an axe to mine the surface of Yoshi's. So you're using your durability on up tilt mainly and up air. So that's pretty bad about this stage for Steve. Now what's interesting, actually, the platforms actually, you mine wool with your shovel. So that could be some counterplay when playing on the stage as Steve. You can just quickly go on the platforms, mine with your shovel, get some wool. Wool's basically the same as dirt, maybe even more durable. I actually don't know because of the miscellaneous materials on the unique stage that give the miscellaneous stages, but leave in the comments if they actually have more durability than the dirt. But that's it for Yoshi's. Actually, before moving on, I actually want to talk about platforms. So with platforms, they could be good for Steve for combo extensions, but Steve can already do combo extension with just placing a block under him, because it basically has no lag, and you just do a normal combo off of that. But what's also good for platforms like Steve is his up smash, because this move covers so much of the platform. It's actually insane. You can cover rolls, you can cover basically anything with up smash. It just covers so much. But yeah, that's just my quick note on platforms on any stage like Battlefield and this stage. So yeah, moving on. Now Lilat is a unique legal stage for Steve to be playing as, because Lilat is the only legal stage that mostly lets you mine iron. So this is either a good thing, mostly it's either or. It just depends on how you view it. So like if you want to get a lot of iron, then this stage might be a good like counter pick for Steve. Even then with the platforms and anything, like I said before, with up smash and platform extensions. But yeah, if this stage could be pretty good for Steve. Really all depends on like recovery, because you know how Lilat is. Lilat's kind of stupid sometimes, but I don't know, some room for thought there about this stage for Steve. Now PS2 is pretty standard. It just mostly gives Steve stone out of all the other blocks or other materials. So yeah, it's pretty standard, pretty decent stage for Steve, I believe. You just got, platforms are actually pretty small, so you can actually just cover up the platforms with up smash really well. But other than that, this stage is just decent, like for most characters in this game. So I expect this stage to be pretty good for Steve. Yeah. Now for Town and City and Smashville, they both have Steve mining mostly with the axe throughout the whole stage, by the way. Not just like the main stage, it's also the platforms and stuff like that. So I might actually think that Smashville and Town and City might be Steve's worst stages, mostly because the axe is pretty useful when it comes to combo starting. You can say that with stages that uses the pickaxe as well. So I don't know, just some room for thought there. If you want to prioritize using your up tilt a lot, you might not want to pick Town and City and Smashville. But even then, this stage is still fine for Steve, mostly because of the platforms here. And Town and City is the same thing. The platform layout just goes really well with like the up smash again. Basically any stage with the platform just goes well with the up smash. But yeah, you might not want to prioritize this stage for Steve since of the mining with the axe. It will break faster, just like that. And yeah, just put that in consideration when going in Town and City and Smashville. Now Kalos actually gives Steve, just like PS2, stone. Now I might actually think this is actually a pretty decent stage for Steve, mostly because of the open space. You can run around, place blocks everywhere. Of course, Steve is pretty neutral when it comes to weight, so you won't have to worry about dying anytime soon on this stage specifically. I believe platforms are the same, stone. You also have a wall here. Just be careful when you can also mine here for just a bit. It's not that much, but yeah, just like PS2, this stage is pretty decent. But of course, it does use the pickaxe, so maybe if you want to prioritize using your pickaxe a lot, you might not want to go on the stage. But even then, the stage is pretty flat and open. You can extend your combos easily with the blocks, not have any platforms in your way, and yeah, that's basically it for Kalos. Now, I do want to just briefly bring up FOD, or Founder's Dreams, because people are actually been testing out the hazard stage lists and some stuff like that. Ever since Small Battlefield came out, people just want to test out hazard stages, and this is mostly because of FOD. Let's be honest here. But in FOD, Steve usually just mines dirt, so he uses his shovel. So yeah, but he does use his pickaxe on the platforms, so keep that in mind if you're ever playing on the stage on Steve. So yeah, I actually might think this is one of the best stages for Steve in terms of just hazards if you are playing in hazard stage lists. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So after going over every stage list of especially over in the hazard list category here, all the legal stages, I can comfortably say that the best stages for Steve are going to be the stages that, one, uses his shovel to mine, since he doesn't even use his shovel on his moveset at all, only mining. So stages like FD and Yoshi's, only on the platforms though. If you want to make sure you're mining only with the shovel, make sure you're mining on the platforms. It could be a little hard, but you can get used to it. But I can also see Lilat being really good for Steve, since it does give him a lot of iron. But as we all know, Lilat's stupid, like I said. So if you don't like Lilat, then I don't blame you for not going to Lilat as Steve. But I still think Lilat will be pretty good for Steve, even though block placement might be a little weird. But yeah, something in consideration. I think Smashville and Town and City are probably going to be the least amount of Steve play, since it does use his axe a lot on everywhere, and platforms don't really benefit him because he can just make his own platforms. Basically the same thing with FD. I think FD is probably Steve's best stage in my opinion, because he can just, he doesn't even need platforms, he just extend his combos on his own. But yeah, I think Kalos is decent, PS2 is decent. I think FOD is really good if you're playing on a hazards stage list. But yeah, what do you guys think? What stages do you think Steve is gonna strive in, and what stages do you guys think actually make Steve suffer a bit? But yeah, I would love to have this discussion with you guys, and leave in the comments. Did I say comics? Comments about what you guys think are the best stages for Steve in Smash Ultimate. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.